Welcome to Books and Storytime by MyBookSummary.com. Let's explore. From Beauty's Promise to a Prince's Heart, the magic of true love. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived a wealthy merchant and his three beautiful daughters. The youngest of the three, known as Beauty, was exceptionally lovely and wise, a stark contrast to her elder sisters who were envious and selfish. While her sisters squandered their father's wealth, Beauty was content with simpler things, dreaming of a day when she might marry a handsome prince and live in a magnificent palace. However, fate took a turn when a devastating storm struck, causing the merchant to lose all his ships and wealth. With his fortune gone, all their servants left, and the family was plunged into poverty. Beauty, ever optimistic, took on the responsibility of running the household while her sisters continued to complain about their changed circumstances. Despite the hardships, Beauty remained hopeful and prayed daily for her father's happiness. One day, the merchant received news that one of his ships had returned to the harbor. Elated by the possibility of regaining his wealth, he prepared to make the journey. "What would you like me to bring you?" he asked his daughters. The elder sisters requested extravagant gifts, new dresses and jewelry. When Beauty was asked, she simply wished for a single scarlet rose. Upon reaching the harbor, the merchant found his ship abandoned, its cargo stolen by pirates. Heartbroken, he made his way home, but got lost in a dense forest as a snowstorm raged around him. As he stumbled through the forest, he saw a distant light and followed it to a grand palace, untouched by the snow. The gate opened as if by magic, and the merchant ventured inside. The palace was magnificent and warm. He found a table laid with a feast and ate his fill, then discovered a comfortable bed. The next morning, new clothes awaited him, and he enjoyed another sumptuous meal before preparing to leave. As he exited the palace, he saw a garden filled with scarlet roses and picked one for Beauty. But as soon as he plucked the rose, a terrifying growl echoed through the garden. He turned to face a fearsome beast with red eyes and sharp claws. "How dare you take my roses?" roared the beast. "I have sheltered you and provided for you. Is this how you repay my kindness?" In a trembling voice, the merchant explained that he only took the rose for his daughter. The beast, angered but intrigued by the merchant's love for his child, offered a grim bargain. "You must bring one of your daughters to this palace. In exchange, I will spare your life. If she comes willingly, I will release you. If not, I will come to find you." The merchant, though terrified, agreed. He returned home with a heavy heart and told his daughters what had transpired. His sisters were dismissive and blamed Beauty for the misfortune. Despite their scorn, Beauty bravely offered to go in place of her father, understanding that it was her request for the rose that had caused this trouble. That evening, as Beauty traveled to the palace, she marveled at how the entire forest seemed to shine with welcoming lights. Arriving at the palace, she was greeted with a sumptuous meal and a luxurious room. Though initially frightened, Beauty soon discovered that the beast was not as terrifying as she had imagined. He was kind and treated her well, though he repeatedly asked her to marry him, which she always refused. Days turned into weeks, and Beauty grew more comfortable in her new home. She enjoyed the palace's beautiful gardens, fountains, and the companionship of the beast, who sometimes played the piano for her. However, she began to miss her family and longed to see them again. Noticing her sadness, the beast asked her what troubled her. "I miss my father and sisters," Beauty confessed. "I wish to visit them for a week." The beast, though heartbroken, agreed and gave her a magical ring. "Wear this ring, and you will return to your family. But remember, you must return in a week. If you don't, I fear I will die of heartbreak." Beauty promised to return and soon found herself back at her father's house. Her family was overjoyed to see her, and her father was deeply moved by her story. Despite their happiness, Beauty's week at home passed quickly, and she began to dream of the beast in distress. Realizing her mistake in delaying her return, Beauty hurried back to the palace. When she arrived, she found the beast lying motionless, as if near death. Horrified, she rushed to his side, revived him with water, and confessed her love for him. The beast's eyes sparkled with joy as he transformed into a handsome prince, bathed in a blinding light. The prince explained that he had been cursed by a wicked witch, doomed to live as a beast until someone loved him despite his appearance. Beauty's love had broken the curse. Overwhelmed with joy, Beauty agreed to marry him. The prince took her to his kingdom, where they were married in a grand celebration. The moral of the story is that true beauty comes from within. It's not about physical appearance but about kindness, love, and the purity of one's heart. Beauty and the prince lived happily ever after, a testament to the power of love to transform and heal. Stay tuned for more enlightening content. Head over to www.mybooksummary.com. Don't forget to subscribe and share the magic with friends. And let's grow together through the power of books and interesting stories.